Well, Congregational Vitality is one of the major ministries of this annual conference, and it entails two focused ministry areas. One is starting new churches or planting new churches, and the other one is revitalizing or strengthening existing congregations. We have a vision to start at least 4 to 5 new church starts every year. So that's our goal. Well, the good news is that in the last 3 years, 2013 and 2015, when I started this job in this position, we already launched 16 new church starts, new expressions of faith communities. We have been blessed to use a variety of models or strategies for starting new churches in our conference. And I think that is because it is driven by the reality where we are. We are living in a context that where is really diversity in terms, not only in terms of racial, ethnic diversity, but also generational diversity and theological diversity. And so one size fits all doesn't work here in this conference. So as you could see, we have employed different models that are contextualized and in many ways very, very inclusive and welcoming to all kinds of people.
The Gathering at Mountainhouse is a wonderful blossoming community in which my family is living on the top floor of the house and the bottom floor is the church. What's interesting about the Gathering in Mountainhouse, one of the reasons the house that we are in right now is so great is because we're right across from the high school. And it's an alley home, and so the front faces the high school, so we have no neighbors on that side. We're on an easement on one side, so we have space on that side. And then our neighbors, it's a brand new house that was built, and so our neighbors haven't yet complained, but we're in an unincorporated area, and so there is just advisement that can be given. But one of the reasons that we're able to work so well is because this is our primary residence. And so we live in this house and we host Bible studies, we host mini retreats, we host visitors and volunteers from all over the conference. I am so clear that this new community is changing the way that people interact with the Methodist Church. We're in a commuter community, so people have been in their cars for 2 additional hours plus work each day. And so by the end, the last thing that they want to do is to get in their car and drive to church, because Mountainhouse is a community that's built with the new urbanism where everything's in walking distance. And so we're within walking distance of our whole community. That allows people to meet regularly in their parks or in the gathering where they're able to come together, have a faith community in their community where there was no church before. And I'm not talking there wasn't a United Methodist Church. There wasn't a church at all in this community.
Well, we decided we wanted to do outreach in a new way, and so we have created an online church. And it'll be a way for people to go to church wherever they are. If they're, at the bleachers at their kids' soccer game on Sunday morning, they can still pull out their phone and go to church. We were actually talking to a group of men about being a reconciling church, and one of the men said, you all are so concerned about this issue, but what about soccer families? And we said, what do you mean about, what's wrong with soccer families? And they said, all the church has ever said to us is get your priorities straight. And so that just got us thinking about the fact that there's a lot of people out there for whom church on Sunday mornings, it's not even in the running. They're just doing so many other activities. Obviously, the one piece that was difficult for us to figure out was how do you have community? Where's that Christian community if you're online? So that's how we came up with the idea of using the meetup page to actually do get-togethers. So wherever you are, if you're in New York or Roanoke Park or Sacramento, you can get a meetup together. You have a neighbor that needs some raised garden beds built, or maybe a food pantry needs helpers, and you just put it on the meetup site, you get your people together, your little community, and you go do that service project, or you get together for fellowship or Bible study or discussion. Yeah, we're an elderly aging congregation, so not everybody even knows what we're talking about. I think part of the exciting part of this project has been a room full of 60 and 70-year-olds creating a website that 30-year-olds are building who have never been in a church. And so this coming together of just creativity around this thought, this idea that could maybe work for people has been really exciting.
Well, Fresca Expression is a project of the Fresno circuit in this area. And the idea and the vision is that the churches in the area will work together to do primarily two things. One is to strengthen existing Hispanic Latino ministries in the area and to start a new faith community.
The vision that I have is to develop a church. We have 2 Bible studies, one on Tuesday. We come on Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and we were thinking to have Saturday, but I ask people, I make my own research about what was the best time for we can start the Bible study and what day. So, and they said Friday, because people get off from work and they can have Saturday free to do all the errands, especially in the Hispanic community. They use Friday to go and they call mandado, the grocery store, wash their clothes, take the kids to the park. So Saturday is not a good day, they told me. So, and we decided to have it on Thursday until we have a large group that we can start Sunday service.
So we've been in existence for 30 years, and where we are located is predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. So it's exciting to have this partnership that the conference is doing for us between the Filipino community and the Hispanic community.
Our conference is truly committed to a vision of creating a vital space of grace for all God's people. And because of that, we have to be very creative, and we allow the mission context to shape our models or strategies for starting new churches. Hallelujah.